Now, Guy Anker from the website Money Saving Expert joins me now. Guys, if I was ringing my bank and I was involved in one of these scandals, what would be happening to me?
Well, typically what would happen is when you got a new card, it would have some sticker on the front saying, please activate the card. It was a bit of a charade, because effectively what would be happening is you go through all this rigmarole, but what they're trying to do at the end of the call is sell you this insurance.
OK, how do I know if I've been affected?
Well, CPP is going to write to the 7 million customers it had, so you should get a letter in the next few weeks. If you're unsure, have a look at statements. Typically, it should say CPP on the statement.
And I suppose the scandal here is that we never needed this insurance, is that right? We're paying for something we're already protected from.
Yeah, I mean, this is largely useless insurance. The chief thing that it supposedly protected was if someone spent on your card, but banks normally pay up anyway when this happens.
So how was this allowed to happen, do you think?
That's a good question. I mean, like the mis-selling of PPI insurance, people were warning about it for years and years and years. We've finally seen a bit of action, but it does bring up trust in the banks once again. And I think what it really shows is for consumers, when you get phone calls, sales calls from banks, think very hard before saying yes. You know, almost always don't say yes immediately, even if you want it. Take some time, have a think, because they know how to pressure you into
And I suppose
buying.
these days we all know too well, but if you think you could be in up as a compensation, how much money are you looking at here, do you think?
Well, the identity fraud protection was around £80 a year. The card protection was around £30 a year. So it depends how long you had it for. We've already seen examples of people getting hundreds of pounds back. So the amounts can be huge.
So a lot, but probably not as much as PPI, which I think has cost the banks twice the amount it cost to build the London Olympics. Extraordinary amount of money there, isn't it?
Yeah, you're talking 15 or so billion for PPI. That was massive, but let's not make no mistake here. This is still a big deal.
You mentioned trust. I mean, it almost seems that banks had disdain for their customers, didn't they? Has that changed, do you think? Or could there be more mis-selling scandals yet to be unearthed?
Well, half the time you don't know what the next one is. We wouldn't be surprised to see more. But like you say, it does bring up this big issue of trust.
And how is that now? Is it being rebuilt?
Well, we're seeing customer service getting a little bit better amongst banks. We did a poll recently and we found it was getting better. But while these mis-selling scandals continue, you do wonder.
OK, thank you very much, Guy. Thanks so much for that advice then.